Hello everyone, and welcome to the first of what will hopefully be a series of one-offs in the Dungeons & Dragons 5e setting. I am Dally, and I am joined by 4 players at the moment, one of whom will be joining us in voice chat later. But for now, let's go ahead and meet Anthony, Kayla, and Dan. Anthony, would you like to start us off by introducing yourself and telling us a bit about your character, please?
Okay. I'm Anthony. My character's name is Andrew. He kind of the whole background on how he ended up on the island is a mystery because he lost his memory. But he's kind of an he's since he has no memory, he's a neutral alignment since he's going to start relearning things in the world around him almost. So he's a pretty simple character. He's a blank slate.
Awesome. Um, let's just go in alphabetical order. Dan, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us about your character next?
No, but I will. Um,
Well, tough. You already signed up.
well, mine doesn't have a name because the race is a race of half giants that don't have the concept of names because they're edgy and I've forgotten my backstory. I'm not gonna lie.
If I remember correctly, you're from a firbolg clan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah, that was it.
So, you're from a firbolg clan living quite close to the starting town that our adventure is going to take place in.
Yeah, and I sort of had enough of the lifestyle and spent more time in the town than the clan. So that's how I sort of know the NPC. The starting NPC. I shouldn't spoil that.
No, that's all right. You're gonna meet him like almost instantly, so that's not spoilers. And that leaves us with Kayla.
Hi, I'm Kayla, and my character is a human sorceress named Violette, or Vio for short. She ended up in town because she came along with some friends, some of which are in the group and some of which are not.
Okie dokie. First things first, your setting is the island of Magpie's Roost, and if you give me one moment to look for the right tab, on the island of Magpie's Roost, life isn't what you'd call ideal. The weather is erratic, the wildlife is fierce, and the people passing through are suspect. The town of Ennisford is purportedly the main trading hub of the island by virtue of being the largest settlement, but this has also made it a target for attacks in the past, so it's constantly patching itself back up. If you live in Ennisford, chances are you're some measures of hearty, and holding a healthy distrust of those you don't know. But for those who prove themselves good allies, they will find themselves welcome here. So, Ennisford is where you're starting, in a kind of grubby little tavern known as the Calculated Risk. You're all sitting around a table, and you are conversing with a human rogue in his late teens known as Striper. He has pale skin, scruffy black hair, and grey eyes, and he's one of those sort of he's a little bit he's quite lithe. You can tell he's very much built for the roguing lifestyle.
Is he cute?
What?
Is he cute?
I'm gonna say yeah. He's not like he's not traditionally handsome in the masculine sense of the word. He's kind of a bit more effeminate, but yes, I'd say he's cute.
Good to know.
So yeah, he has called you here today. He's basically sort of put out messages saying, "Hey, meet for drinks Saturday evening in the Calculated Risk. I'd like to talk to you." And he comes back from the bar carrying drinks for everyone and sets them down at the table, slides into a seat. So, thanks all for coming here today. I trust you didn't have too much trouble finding the place.
Could have been worse.
I found it just fine.
Now, of the three of you, speaking out of character, I know that Dan's character, the firbolg ranger, has presumably lived here all his life.
Yeah.
Kayla, am I right in thinking that Violette has arrived quite recently?
Yeah.
Now, yeah, Violette arrived with two of her friends. One has gone on to another island, and you will meet up with her later. The second friend is currently AWOL and will join us whenever his player gets back. Now, Andrew, how long have you any idea, Anthony, of how long Andrew has been around this town?
I want to say like maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
That
and
works.
Stripe. Yeah.
That works just fine. So, I think you two will know, and he points to the ranger and Andrew. You may not be quite as aware, he says, looking at Violet. Things around here are a bit chaotic, and in Ennisford we make do all right, you know. We look after our own, we don't look after the people who mean us ill, that kind of thing. But there's other settlements around Magpie's Roost, and they don't have the same kind of protection we do. I've basically been putting out some feelers. Now, I'm no grandmaster mind or organizer or anything like that, but I know people, I have connections, and I'm noticing that there are people such as yourselves who come through here who have particular skill sets, and I'm thinking maybe we could start putting that to use around Magpie's Roost. I've talked to the governor about it, and those of you who are familiar with Magpie's Roost will know that he's talking about Governor Gretel Ironsight, who resides in Ennisford and basically oversees all of Magpie's Roost. I've talked to her about maybe getting a bit more help, maybe something in the way of an adventuring group, but and you know, seeing if we can maybe finance something like that. She's not interested unless I can actually give her names of people and proof that they're what we need. So basically, if you're looking for work, I can possibly put some your way, and it's just depending on whether or not you're interested.
Well, if you want to put my name forward, I need a name. My people don't have names.
I mean, that's a good point. I've just been calling you friend. But
I can put friend on the list.
But I've got to say, if you're going to be an adventurer, I don't think you're going to be a friend to absolutely everyone.
Well, names are more of a concept that you people would understand, so
Fair
if you
enough.
have any ideas, send them my way.
Alright, you can put Andrew on that list. I'm up for it for some money.
I like money.
Absolutely. So as I've forgotten his name, Striper starts noting down your names. One thing I should mention to you is it's been a pretty stormy day today here in Ennisford. It's not too bad at the moment. You're kind of going through a bit of a dry patch, but there are angry thunderclouds all across the sky, and earlier today it was just lashing it down, and there was a lot of thunder and lightning, so it was not pleasant, and there's actually quite a few people in here who are just kind of trying to take the edge off, because that was quite a stressful storm, and they're aware that there are still thunderclouds around. It's probably going to start up again before too long. So, sorry, what was that?
I just said right.
Right. So, at this point, as Striper is noting down names, the door bursts open and a small Arakokra girl rushes over to your table and up to Striper. She is, about the usual height for an 11-year-old. An Arakokra is basically a bird person, for those who aren't aware. This bird person is dressed in colourful but kind of raggedy clothes. She has green and yellow plumage, and a lot of orange plumage on her head, where she'd have hair if she were a human, or a human type person. And she is looking quite fraught, and she's kind of chittering her beak anxiously, and she is tugging on Striper's sleeve. Those of you who... I'm going to say that Dan, your character, does recognise her. Her name is Kayla, and
Right.
she is a friend of Striper's. Anthony, you have seen her around, but you don't know very much about her.
Okay.
Violette, obviously, you're new here. You haven't seen her before. Striper. He looks to the rest of you and holds up a finger. Hold that thought, would you? And Kayla is just kind of looking very anxious. So I was checking on Marmalade, and well, she was because of the storm, right? And I wanted to make sure she was okay, but she's not okay. Well, she's okay, but her kittens aren't. I can't find them anywhere, and she doesn't know where they are either, and I don't know. And if the storm's going to come back in, I don't want them to get all lost and soaking wet, and they might get hurt. And hold on. Striper looks around to the rest of you. Marmalade is a stray cat that Kayru's kind of been looking after. She had kittens a few months ago. You're saying the kittens are missing? That's pretty much what I'm driving at, yes. Okay. Listen, do you have any idea where they could have gone? No! There was this thunderclap, and from what I can tell, they must have got scared and run off, but I don't know where. And, they can move really fast for little critters, and I don't know where they could have gone, how far they could have gotten by now, and you know what Magpie's Roost is like. They can't go out into the wilderness. They might get themselves not alive anymore. And Striper just basically looks at the rest of you and says, so I can't actually promise you payment for this one, but how would you like to go on a trial adventure right the hell now?
Yeah,
Sure.
why not?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cats are important.
And he just gets up, pushes his drink to one side, and says, all right, let's go. Kayru, where's Marmalade now? She's in her usual spot in the alley. Okay, come and take us to there. We can start looking there.
I get up and nearly knock the table over from being
Oh my
huge.
Striper, having spent time around you without thinking, he just reaches out and steadies the table. And he's going to... Kayru is going to lead you all just a few streets away to an alleyway where there is a cat. She has set up her nest basically in an upturned crate, and she is mewling and looking incredibly distressed.
Can I pet her?
She is distressed right now, so roll animal handling.
How?
Okay. So,
Yeah, none of us know.
okay,
I am a dumb.
that's okay. Don't worry about it. Do we know how the dice bot works in the Whims of Fate channel?
Nope.
Oh, we don't? Oh no, I thought someone here knew. Oh no.
I mean, I personally am a stupid. Maybe someone else does.
Hang on, let's just...
I'm not going to roll animal handling because I have -1, and I might crush it being massive.
Okay, until we get this sorted out, unless Sidekick Bot, do you, tell us how you work?
I think you can do. Wait, does that not work? Roll d20. No. Oh, roll
Oh,
20.
there was.
How did you do that?
As if I got 20 on my first roll.
Backslash!
Okay.
Okay, so, Kayla, you are rolling animal handling, so what I'd like you to do, can everyone have their character sheets up where they can see them?
Yeah, I should do that.
I am pulling it up now.
Cool. Yeah, when I was asked, should I be looking at anything right now, what I should have said was, yes, your character sheet, please.
That's okay.
But you know,
I had
hindsight is
D&D on
2020.
open just to be sure.
Okay,
Okay, so
so your animal handling, it's can you see where it is?
yeah, +2.
Cool. So just roll a d20 plus 2, please. I'm going to say the DC for this is 10.
Is it like that?
Yeah, you
Oh.
got a 17. In fact,
Oh,
that's without even adding your bonus, so you got a 19.
Cats love me, folks.
Yep.
yeah.
Marmalade is looking a lot more. She's still definitely worried about her babies, but she seems a lot more comforted by this kind human who is giving her head scritches.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure where to look. Well, what do the rest of you think? And she just basically casts around. What
We
was
could
that?
look around like the nearby alleys. I mean, really, anywhere that like has some sort of hiding spot.
Can we check the pub we were just at?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Was that you saying that, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dan, you head back to the pub. I'd like you to roll me investigation. Kayla, I'd like you to roll me investigation for searching the alley.
Okay, mine is plus
Can
2. Is
can
it
I look
D20?
What was that, sorry?
I was gonna ask, can I look for footprints?
You absolutely can. Investigation as well, please.
14 plus 2.
Okay, so Dan has rolled a 16. Kayla,
I've got a 21.
16, 21, and... Ooh. Unless your investigation is very high, Anthony, I'm thinking...
No.
You try, and it's a very good attempt, but you're not seeing any. It's mostly cobblestones. It's very hard to pick out any footprints here.
Can my footprints just
Yeah, you
destroy any
find
evidence?
you find a firbolg footprint. It's very big. You wonder if perhaps for a moment, do kittens come in that size? No. So no luck on your end. Now, Dan, you said you got 16 for looking in the calculated risk.
Yeah.
You do see someone who actually tries to catch your eye.
Right.
It's a halfling woman, and she just kind of looks over at you and just kind of waves a little bit and looks like she wants to say something to you.
I approach her and angrily say, "What do you want?"
She ain't even done anything yet.
Are you trying to intimidate her?
No.
Okay, you're just being a bit grumpy.
I'm just
You're just a
grumpy.
jerk.
Yeah.
She just kind of looks taken aback and like just kind of backs away a little bit. It's like, sorry, but I wasn't sure if I heard. Was that little girl saying that she was looking for kittens?
She was.
It's just that I heard some mewling. It seemed to be coming from the forest, not far from the greengrocers.
I thank her for the information and
You're welcome. Please don't hurt me. And she sits back.
I'm sorry.
I look slightly annoyed by that comment, but I don't try and intimidate her further.
Okay, so you found that out. Now, Kayla, you rolled a 21 for your investigation check of the alley, didn't you?
I did.
Okay. What you find is you can find it's very tricky to see, and you're quite lucky that you managed to your keen eye has managed to kind of latch onto it. Is a very fine trail of cat hair. It seems like one of the kittens was possibly shedding quite a bit. So if you follow the trail of cat hair, it might lead you in the direction that one of the kittens went.
Let's go, folks.
Okay, so you have two options at the moment: is to follow the cat hair or follow the tip that Dan's character got. And I'll let you guys decide which one you'd like to do first.
I would
Why
say
not
because
both?
Kayla's character has more higher investigation than me,
Mm.
well, I would vote for that one.
Make
Do
the
I
most
know-
of that roll.
Do I know that though?
Yeah.
Do I look like a
Well-
smart person? The answer is yes. Don't say no.
I mean, yes, the answer is
Yeah,
yes, because you
everyone.
have high intelligence. You have.
Everyone in medieval times knew each other's stats.
I mean, but he doesn't know me from Adam, so I guess
yeah.
he's just gonna have to look at my blue hair and be like, she seems legit.
Oh, you have blue
I-
hair. Good. I like it.
I mean, I just met
I mean,
him.
this is clearly an
them
anime
today.
protagonist.
Yes.
I must
Oh,
trust
no,
her.
Joel.
With my
There's
life.
no stealth in this, is there? If we've got a blue-haired woman in it.
Oh, there's
Um,
stealth.
I could like put it up.
Yeah, like I hate to break it to you, but this is a fantasy setting. You get other strange colors besides blue hair. So yeah, no, you can still
okay.
stealth with blue hair. It's fine.
Oh, is it like the Hunger Games where everyone's weird?
It's not quite like the Hunger Games. I'm not going to be that bad a DM right away. Okay, so you're-
Yeah,
Yes?
I'm fine with following everyone else.
okay, and we will. Don't worry. I'm not putting aside what you found out. We can. That's still an option for finding later. You have 6 kittens to find, and Keiru will tell you that their names are. No, where's it gone? Okay, found it. Their names are Chickpea, Risotto, Basil, Muesli, Cinnamon, and Nugget.
I'm in love with them all.
Yeah.
Can I keep one if we finish this? Like, if we find them, can I keep one?
Ask me later.
Okay.
If just like steal one.
Oh
No,
my God.
that's
Sleight of
bad.
hand.
No.
Just
I'm
sleight
pretty
of
sure
hand.
Vio's meant to be chaotic good. Was that it?
I am chaotic good.
Yeah, so, stealing is okay, but maybe not if it's a kitten.
No, not if it belongs to someone else.
Anyway, ask me later. So, you are following, and I just want to check which kitten do I want you to find first. I am going to say...
I love risotto.
Sorry?
I love risotto already. I support them.
Good.
I'm sorry, I just love cats so much.
No, I think I made the right call then. Okay, so you are following the trail, and it leads you. This alley is kind of on the edges of town. You can tell that Marmalade's, she's a city cat, but she also likes, to go out into the wild and hunt, to do her hunting and whatnot. So you fairly quickly move out into the open, and it's kind of a fairly soon it ends up in kind of a rocky area. There's like you're quite sort of near to the coast where it kind of drops off into cliffs and what have you, and so there's some jagged outcrops of rocks and things like that. And you are basically following a trail of it's brown fur that you're following, and it's getting lighter as it goes, because obviously cats don't shed consistently, they only shed as the plot demands. So, but what you can see is a pair of giant vultures trying to claw their way into a crevice in a rock face that's jutting out.
Can I scream at them?
What do you want to accomplish by screaming at them?
I want to scare them away.
Okay, I will need you then to roll intimidation. Oh, no, wait, they're animals. No, I'm gonna say intimidation for this one.
Okay.
I should point out, this is my first time running a 5e game. I am going to be playing quite fast and loose with the rules.
It's okay. I trust you.
Okay, so
You
that
trust me? Never say that to a DM.
I have full faith.
Oh God, you're going to die so
So-
quickly. No, I'm kidding.
11 plus 3 is. Fuck, I'm bad at it.
14. I'm going to say
Yeah.
the DC on that was 15, so you're close. They notice you, that's for sure.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Like, what the hell is that? They look around, one of them looks around and kind of screams back at you. I don't know what noise giant vultures make, it's now that.
I mean, I accept it. Kim.
I swing my massive wooden staff at them to make them scared as
I'll need an intimidation from you as well, please.
That's my thing.
I'm here.
+2. Okay.
Aha.
17.
So, what are we doing?
See, awesome. Right, so what's happening right now is that the 3 party members so far, plus 2 NPCs, have found, they're looking for 6 kittens, and they have found, well, they've probably found the first one, they can't see him yet, being menaced by a couple of giant vultures. Dan's character has just threateningly swung his sorry, did you say it was a staff?
Yeah.
His staff at them.
Okay. I'm not there yet, right?
No, how about you can catch up whenever you'd like to, basically.
Can the cat in the
Okay, I
crevice
can.
see, seeing as he is a cat?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
See, would you like to be in the crevice?
In the crevice.
In the crevice, being harassed by giant vultures with another small cat next to you.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm defending the cat.
Yeah, you're defending the kitten. And everyone else introduced themselves and their characters, so C, would you like to do that real quick?
Okay. I'm C, and my character is called Bobbee, with two E's, and he is a bobcat who learned how to be a druid and shapeshift into a tabaxi, which is basically a khajiit, cat man.
Yep.
And yeah.
And yeah, you guys don't know this yet, but currently is in a crevice. The giant vultures, which were already quite put off by the screaming, because that's their job, now are seeing that, okay, there's a bunch of you, one of you has a giant stick, fine, they'll go and find something that's already dead or something like that. So they're not going, quietly, they're just kind of, they're shouting at you, going, "Caw!" as if, how very dare you, and then they flap off indignantly, leaving
Can I, shake my fist into the distance and say, your mom's a hoe?
You can hear one of them, "Caw!" back in a way that you could swear translates to, no you!
Is this going to be a future campaign where the mother vulture after us?
I mean, now it is.
I'm an impulsive person. I stand by what I've done.
So the vultures are not harassing me and the kitty anymore, right?
Yes, the vultures are gone. Bobbee finds himself in the crevice. What basically happened was this kitten was playing around by itself when you came across him, and around that time was when a couple of vultures went, "Oh hey, free dinner," and you both hid in the crevice to stay safe from them, basically.
Can I see if the vulture is still there?
You can tell the vultures are gone.
Okay, so
there's basically a very small brown tabby kitten, huddling next to you, being very scared.
So I hear Vio shouting.
Yes, you are intimately familiar with the screams.
So I tell the kitten to stay there because I can talk to it.
Yep, the kitten responds in the affirmative. Basically goes, okay.
Okay, and I go to Vio and ask for a pet.
I'm giving
nice
all
and
the
on
pets.
that leg.
All the cats get all the pets. This is just the whole campaign now.
I mean, yeah.
Just Kayla petting the hell out of all the cats.
Okay, so Violette now has been reunited with Bobbee. Bobbee is getting pets, and there is a small, afraid kitten hiding in a crevice.
Okay, yes, I transform into a tabaxi.
Okay.
And I tell her that there is a kitten there, and I don't know what to do with it, where to bring in, to keep him safe.
Are we just gonna return it back to its mom immediately, or
I'm
kind
gonna
of?
do that.
You're still quite close to town,
you-
so you can do that. Or, As an
Cutting
idea,
out.
you can give it to Kayru and Striper and they can take it back.
Yeah, I was gonna give it to them, or I'm thinking I should, unless you guys have other ideas.
I couldn't hear you. Discord was acting up.
Oh, I said that I think my character would walk over and just take the kitty and give it to Kayru.
Kayru.
Karu.
The kitten is quite scared when you pick him up, but as soon as he sees Kayru and Kayru scoops him into her arms and he starts mewling quite happily. And Kayru is like, "Oh, Basil!" And she just gives him a, squidges him. Not too hard, obviously, because he's a small kitten, but gives him all the pets, makes him feel loved. I'm gonna go and take Basil back to Marmalade, okay? I'll come with you, make sure you don't get into trouble. Are the 4 of you alright looking for the other 5? I can come and catch up with you if you'd like.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And Striper waves you off and starts escorting Kayru and Basil back to town. So you've got 1 kitten found, and you did have a lead on a second one, which was the halfling woman who told you that she had heard mewling near the forest.
We investigate that.
Yeah,
Forest.
off to the motherfucking forest.
Do I have the kinsman as a tabaxi as well?
Could you have the what, sorry?
Kinsman.
What's that exactly?
Can I just sniff around to find the other kitties?
Oh, keen smell. Hang on 1 second. You can sniff around as a tabaxi, but you don't have as much of a bonus to it as you do when you're a bobcat. So, I'm gonna say, if I can just pull this up, there's also the fact that, some of the scent has been dampened by the fact that when they ran off, it was kind of rainy. So, let's have a look here.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does Striper introduce us to, I don't know his name, but the Khajiit, the tabaxi?
Striper doesn't actually know the tabaxi. Violette
Okay.
seems to know the tabaxi, though, so you could ask her. Or,
Okay.
Or just ask the
I'll
tabaxi.
I'll just wait till they introduce themselves.
Fair enough.
I'll just observe quietly.
You're so awkward.
Wait, who is here now with me and Theo?
So it's Bobbee, Violette, Andrew, who is Anthony's character, and the firbolg ranger, who is Dan's character, who we haven't given a name to yet.
Okay, so we're all together still.
Yes.
We didn't split up. Okay, so
I mean, it's early
don't
days,
say-
but no, not yet.
I don't say anything because I can't be asked.
Definitely a cat, then. Okay, if you want to go ahead and roll perception, I'll say roll perception with advantage to see if you can catch the scent of any kittens.
Okay.
I'm going to say that you got a good smell of Basil, so you kind of want someone who smells similar to him.
I have perception. I have a +1.
Yes. Sorry. Rolling with advantage. So roll twice and take the higher result.
Okay.
Is what rolling with
It's
advantage is.
19.
Oh, yep, there it is. Sorry, yeah. So yes, absolutely. As you are all approaching the forest, you immediately detect where you can smell another kitten, and as you get closer, you can hear mewling. You can hear it from up above. Because out of 6 kittens, at least one of them had to do the stereotypical cat thing and get stuck in a tree.
Honestly, that's a real life problem and has happened with my cats many times.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I figured at least one of them had to be.
Can we make noises at the cat to find out where exactly it is above us?
I instinctively climb up there and I get stuck as well.
Alright, you now have 2 cats stuck in the tree.
Do we have to save C with every single cat?
I mean, there's precedent now. Alright, so Bobbee is perched on one of the branches now, and some branches up above him. You're making little noises, and the cat is mewing back. She's basically very, very plaintive meows of "Please, I'm stuck. Get me down." And when you look, you can catch little flashes of white and orange fur up in the tree.
Could I, like, shake the branches and have someone, like, be ready to catch it if it falls or something?
Are you going
The
to?
cat will claw my face off.
Yeah, are you going to check that someone's
That's a
going to
risk
catch
I'm
the
willing
cat
to
before you
take.
shake the tree?
I take
No.
the cat in my
Yeah, right.
hands.
Are you climbing up to where the cat is?
Yeah, I'm already there.
You're already
Ah.
well.
I thought you were stuck.
I thought I was already there. Oh, do I need to
Yeah,
roll
I
something?
would say you were saying you were stuck. Go ahead and roll. I don't want to. Yeah, hang on. What do we have?
Acrobatics, maybe?
Go on, roll acrobatics then.
Good, I have a +5.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
What did you?
Oh.
See.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. Okay. You can get to the cat, but she's just out of your reach. She's in a very sort of difficult to reach place, where if you tried to reach up, you wouldn't be able to get the right footing to get her. So she's just kind of sitting there looking at you. Meow. And she just kind of tilts her head to one side, asking, "What are you doing?"
Well, this is a pickle in it.
I can't talk to her while I'm in
You're a
tabaxi,
tabaxi, that's right. She tilts her head to one side, as if to say, "What are you doing?"
I tell her I'm not I don't know. I try to make her come to me with my gestures.
Animal handling, please.
I have a +3, so that's a 17, 18.
She comes over
18.
to you. She comes over and she sits on your shoulder.
Oh. And how high is it?
I'm gonna say, hey Dan, how tall is your character again? I want to say 9 feet.
9 foot. 9 foot, yeah.
Okay, well you're like 12 foot up then.
I
Good.
jump on top of Dan's character.
Are you warning Dan's character before you do this?
No.
Oh my god! This is
You
the
roll
recipe of
acrobatics.
disaster.
You roll acrobatics. Dan, could you please roll me perception followed by a straight up strength score?
I'm sorry,
Right.
just what a cat will do.
So perception. That's 6
dear.
plus 7.
6 plus what,
Mine is
sorry?
a 40.
That's 7.
Okay, so
So
7
I'm
on
falling
perception.
over.
You do not see
Mine
this
is
coming.
a 24.
Okay, so Bobbee is very good at jumping. The ranger does not see this coming, and it's just a question of what strength Dan is about to roll.
Is it just D20?
Just D20 plus
plus
your strength modifier. Or you
Okay.
can do athletics if you prefer. No.
4.
See, what have you done?
See, you squashed him.
You knock
But he's a
over.
giant.
You knock over the half giant.
An earthquake start.
Like, you're fine, the cat's fine, Dan's character has gone flat. You're not hurt, I'm not making you roll damage for that nonsense, but but you have been knocked over and completely taken by surprise.
I'm so dead right now.
On the plus side, you got another cat. Woo!
When do you think Striper will catch up with us so we can give him another cat?
I'm gonna say that Striper runs over. I heard a crash. That was you, wasn't it?
Can the cat that's just come down from the tree just, like,
leap in.
lick my face to rub it in even more.
Yeah, the cat, the little white cat with the orange splotches just kind of hops down and delicately licks your face.
Oh,
Oh, and Striper just kind of smells and say, "Oh, you made a friend, Chickpea." Speaking of friend, are you all right?
No.
Oh dear.
But,
He's gonna as
I'm
best he can, because he's like half your height. He's gonna help you try and help you to your feet. Well,
my
not half,
angry
but-
expression changes when I look back at the cat because it's too cute to be angry at.
The cat is just like perching on your shoulder. It's like, huh, I can be tall without being in a tree. And Striper does gesture for Chickpea to come to him, and she eventually climbs down and hops into his arm, somewhat reluctantly. All right. Good luck with the other four. I'll just I'll give Chickpea here back to Kayla and Marmalade and come behind you. And he takes off, leaving you with 4 remaining cats to find.
Right.
You're making good time.
Well, now we're out of leads, aren't we?
Does there happen to be any boathouses that are back flippable?
When you say backflippable, oh my god,
You can backflip onto the boats.
can I actually tell
you're
you
a
something?
giant.
Can I actually tell you something? And Dan, you know this in character. There is a dilapidated boathouse just on the coast near Ennisford.
Result. You check that.
Go ahead. So you all head to the boathouse, and when you are there, you're not seeing a cat immediately. Or, well, you sort of are. Because what's by the boathouse is a sphinx. She's not a fully grown sphinx. She looks like she might be a child or a pre-adolescent sphinx. And she is kind of sprawled out. There's a little bit of sun peeking through the clouds at the moment, and she's sunning herself in that before it goes away. And as you all approach, are you approaching just out in the open, or are you trying to be stealthy?
Wait, is this an actual living... I thought you meant, like, when you said sphinx, I thought you meant like a statue,
An
like
actual-
a smaller
No, it's a
version.
sphinx
In
cat.
in
Is this
Dungeons
an
and Dragons,
unaffiliated cat?
you do have sphinxes that are creatures.
Oh,
So
okay.
think the sphinx from oh lord, Oedipus.
Right. I mean, if we want to try and be...
It is
Stealthy.
entirely up to you. I'm just basically, I don't want to make any assumptions. I'm giving you the option.
I can disguise myself so that I'm massive if we need to be stealthy at any point.
It's whatever you all prefer.
How tall is the Sphinx?
Oh, would you mind letting me check that real quick? Okay, so it's saying large, but this is a baby form. I'm gonna say she's about 5 foot at the shoulder.
So is the Sphinx defending something? I'm sorry, I was...
She is sitting in
distracted.
front of the entrance of a dilapidated boathouse.
Can we just walk
Okay.
over and say hi?
You certainly can.
Can I do that, like, apart from the group, since they might want to be stealthy? And I'm
Sure.
just an idiot?
We're discussing being stealthy, and she just runs forward anyway and says hello.
Yeah,
I,
yeah, pretty much.
I transform back into a cat, and I go up to the Sphinx with Vio.
Okay, so the rest of you, it's up to you what you do. But in the meantime, Vio and Bobbee are approaching the Sphinx, and as you do, she quickly rolls back onto her paws and sits up properly and kind of puffs out her chest to look important. Yes,
Oh, does it
How are you?
speak common?
it does speak common.
Oh, well then I didn't need to get transformed.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You can say you already know that Sphinxes speak common. You don't have to transform. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask it how it's doing today.
I am the one who asks the questions around here. I am a sphinx, and I pose riddles to travelers. Yes. Hello. And she just kind
Okay,
of
but
looks at you.
Are you having a good day, though?
Are you having a good day, though?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Good. Then I will reward you for answering my question by saying, yeah, I'm alright.
In the meantime, me and Andrew have set a picnic blanket down and we're just casually cleaning around you guys to take care of it.
I'm enjoying this picnic passionately.
Good.
I try
We are
to flirt
passionately
with
eating sandwiches.
I try to flirt with the Sphinx, and they say the day's gone better because I met you.
The Sphinx doesn't quite know how to react to this. It's like, I'm not a grown-up yet. I'm not sure I should be,
Oh. Oops. Never mind.
yeah. So, have you come here to answer the riddles of the Sphinx?
Actually, I just came here to, like, see what's good. But, okay.
Really? Oh. Awesome. I mean, yes, of course. It's, and she just kind of smiles. I've put my own spin on it. It's a scavenger hunt riddle set.
Oh my god, okay.
So, what I do is I ask the riddle, and then you bring me the thing that's the answer to the riddle.
I hope it's easy.
Well, there's 3 of them, and I've had mixed reactions. Mostly people don't really bother, they walk away. But if you get all the answers, I let you into my lair. And he just gestures to the boathouse. And
Okay, I love you!
would you both, those of you who are there, would you both roll me a perception, please?
Me and Andrew are sharing a cup of
Oh, that's...
ye old Mountain Dew code red.
Good.
Okay,
Right.
so my perception is +2, so I've got a nice little 21 right there.
Very good.
At least there's
Yeah,
I got a 3.
see, you are slightly distracted because you thought you saw a laser pointer. Or the magic version of a laser pointer. Kayla, Violette can
Nice.
see reflective eyes in the darkness of the boathouse.
It's a kitten. I'm
Yeah.
calling it. Let's go. Let's get these real things. Let's get that kitten. And
Okay.
then hug the Sphinx because I love it so much. I'm so sorry that no one paid attention to your riddles, honey. I love you.
And she actually looks quite pleased. It's like, oh, someone likes me. But she's trying to be quite sort of professional. It's like, yes, that's all very good. Yes, I am very great and powerful. I mean, she kind of darts away for a moment and with her teeth pulls over a large sack, and she places it in front of you both and sits back up with her chest puffed out and says, "This is my bag of sand. I want you to put something in my bag of sand that will make it lighter." And
Can I just say,
she nudges the bag towards you. What?
bag of sand is slang for money, so that sounds really good. She's paying us.
I'm going to
My
tell you
ears
right
perk
now,
up.
it's literal sand.
Oh, okay.
I take the bag of sand and I play with it until it's empty.
That's mean. Don't do that.
I was just playing like it was a ball or a yarn ball.
As you're playing with it, you manage to nick the bag with one of your claws, and the sand starts pouring out, and the Sphinx just beams and says, "Yes, you put a hole in my bag of sand, and it made
What
it
the
lighter.
fuck?
Well done."
I beg your pardon. I'm shook.
You put
Thank
I'm
you.
just super riddles. I'm shook.
That was my plan all along.
And the Sphinx clears her throat. Riddle the second. I have rivers without fish and roads without carts. I have deserts without heat and snowlands without cold. I have mountains without height, and canyons without depth. Bring me what I am. I'm going to say, by the way, that she's speaking loudly enough that you two having your picnic can hear this as well.
I know what it is. I think.
Well, you better speak up, because I'm stupid, boy.
Is it a map?
Yeah, are you saying that in character?
Yeah.
And she beams and says, okay, but it's a scavenger hunt, so you have to bring me one. Or make me one, I don't mind.
I steal Andrew's map against his will.
I love this party.
You give the Sphinx Andrew's map. She looks incredibly pleased with herself and goes to put it in her little hoard.
What if we needed that?
I'm so sorry.
You can. I'll level with
No,
you.
you're not.
You can get another one really easily. It's fine.
I wanted that one.
Okay. I mean, very good, travelers. You have pleased hushed the Sphinx thus far, but will you be able to give me the answer to my final riddle, which is herbal. Excuse me.
I feel you. It happens to me all the time.
I know, right? Anyway, if you've got it, you can't share it. And if you share it, you haven't got it. What is it?
Is it a secret?
That was really quick! Okay, but it's a scavenger hunt, so you have to give it to me.
I was gonna say friendship.
Can I tell? Can I just tell you one of my secrets?
Yeah?
I'm gay.
Oh!
We all know that.
Shut up,
Not a
Bobbee.
secret.
I
She
didn't know
Shut
that.
up.
It was
Oh,
a secret to me.
Sorry.
Well, thank you very much. You adventurers brave have solved my riddles, and you may enter my my lair. My boat lair. And
Boat
she
lair.
grandly steps aside and kind of sweeps one of her forelegs as if to let you past.
Well, thank you, sweetie.
It's hush.
And then I dart in
But
and
thank
look for the
you.
kitten. Oh, okay.
I tell it to
When
take
we
good
get-
care of my map as I walk past it.
When we get in there, we realise there was a back door. Didn't have to do it.
There is a back door, but it's been barred over, so...
Oh.
You go in and you pick up, which kitten did I put in here? Let me just check. Doot. You pick up a light tan little kitten. And, yeah, she will let herself be picked up. And, and she just kind of looks and goes, oh, how long was that? I mean, yes, avail yourselves of my treasure? That is a kitten. Because a kitten's love is the greatest treasure of... Just go.
You're so right. You're so right, though.
I am, aren't I? I'm a very smart Sphinx. You should tell my
Yes, you
parents
are.
that if you ever meet them, because they don't think I can be a good Sphinx, but I totally can. Can I put you down
I
as a
will-
reference?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
What's your-
Absolutely.
what's
I will
your
personally
name?
fight them.
What's your name?
It's Vio. It's Vio.
Theo.
And that's VIO, and you can just write that down. Call me up anytime. I will fight your parents.
I
love you
like
so
you.
much.
I like you. If you
I
ever need
like
any...
you more.
If you ever need any help, you ask for Hush. If it's riddle related, I've got your back.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too, but not like that. I hope you find a girlfriend. Bye!
So far, Kayla has made us enemies with a mother of a vulture and a mother and father of a sphinx.
Yes.
You know, sometimes you just gotta say what you want to say and just accept the consequences.
I'm loving this so far. You've got half the kittens. Well done. I'm gonna just for the convenience of the plot. Striper has caught up with you by this point. I heard very loud riddling going on. I'm assuming you met Hush.
Yes, I did.
She's
I love her.
She is a sweetheart, but she can be a bit full on sometimes. Oh, you
Nope,
found...
she's perfect.
I'm sure she'll like you for saying that. You've got Muesli there. Hey, Muesli. He holds out his arms.
I offer everyone a swig of ye old Malgy. my canteen.
Striper
I'm gonna
takes a
give-
swig and says thank you.
I'm gonna give the kitten a little kiss on the head and then hand it to Stripper.
The kitten purrs.
Wait, do we have a name for dance character?
No.
They
I'm
don't
actually
use
going to
names.
say, Striper asks, hey, have you come up with any names that I can put down on your travels yet? He says, looking at the ranger.
Keith?
Keith is a good name.
I was hoping risotto.
What's that?
I was hoping risotto.
Oh,
I mean, you could be risotto if you wanted to, but that would get
you
confusing for
could call
K
me like Riz, short for
No, I'm
Rebecca.
just playing. I'm just playing.
You know what? I'll give you until the end of the kitten finding escapades and for you to decide. And he heads off with little Muesli. You now have three remaining kittens to find. You have to find Risotto, Cinnamon, and Nugget.
Oh, we check the Ennisford fried chicken for the nugget.
I don't know why I thought one of them was chickpea.
We already got that one. Right?
Oh, okay.
If you do go back into town, you can go to the butcher, which is the closest thing to a fried chicken place.
Yes.
Okay. And the butcher is an older orc woman, and she puts her hands on her hips and says, "You're looking for Nugget. That's that little kitten, isn't it? One of Marmalade's brood.
Yeah.
Little brown fellow, little light white belly, very very cute, very. Do you know? Honestly, he's more dog than cat. He acts a lot like a dog. You know, he's always coming here, basically. He's the one who's always snooping around here, sort of begging for scraps. He likes to play fetch with some of the bones I have of the carcasses. Tell you what, you want to find Nugget, you look for somewhere where there'll be bones.
Is there like a graveyard?
You know, those of you who are familiar with the island know that there is a crypt.
Bro, let's off to the crypt.
Okay, you off to the crypt, and yes.
Dialect is fun.
The crypt is it's basically sort of. I'm gonna just kind of go with my Skyrim knowledge of this and kind of go. It's sort of half above ground, but you kind of descend underground into it. I would like those of you who have. I'm gonna say I want Andrew and the ranger to make. I think it's history is the check I want. Hang on. Yeah, make a history check, please.
Oh man.
Once there, I stare into the void.
You mean like that way cats always do?
Yeah,
Where it's like they're looking at some, probably like a ghost?
exactly.
Good.
We're in a crypt, so.
I'm just unsettled.
Okay, so
I got 12.
12 and Anthony, is that 2 yours?
Yeah, the 2's mine.
Okay,
2
you
for
haven't
that.
you haven't learned that much about this part of town.
No.
Dan, though, you are familiar with this crypt. It's a haunted crypt, and you know that skeletons sometimes hop out and will walk around here. There's a lot of sort of necrotic energy around this place. You think maybe there was a necromancer lived here some time ago and the energy is still around. So the skeletons are restless, they will get up, and you know they will attack anyone who tries to go in there.
Oh
Can
my
we,
god.
we can vaguely hear the "You are dead." Just
You are dead, dead, dead.
yeah,
You hear a
Can I
xylophone
roll?
accompaniment on bones.
yeah.
Can I roll a perceptions check while I'm staring to the voids to see if there are any ghosts?
Sure, roll perception.
Ooh, that's a 5.
You thought you saw one, it turned out to be a blanket.
I
be
play
like
with
that
the
sometimes.
blanket.
You play with the blanket. Good. Congratulations, you have a blanket. You can add it to your inventory if you want to.
I think
I'm still at a tabaxi, by the way, so now I have a blanket on me.
You are a ghost tabaxi.
I should probably disguise myself so I'm not
Go for it.
big and loud if we need to be a bit stealthy.
Yeah, if you guys want to be stealthy, that is absolutely a valid option. Let me just... Could you remind me how disguise self works? Wait.
I think I can when I say disguise self, it's more like it's not just putting on glasses and a mustache.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
it's a
fully
it's a
changing
magical
myself.
thing.
Yeah. So like it can be small and stuff.
Yeah, it looks
says
like
it
something that
has-
just happens, basically. So you can do
Yeah.
that once before you need to short rest to gain the ability back. So I'll just
Yeah.
let you do that. What form of disguise are you taking? What do you look like now? I'm assuming you're smaller.
Could I disguise into a skeleton so they don't?
Here's where
They don't.
playing fast and loose with the rules comes in. I don't know whether that's covered, so I'm going to say roll deception, and if you beat a DC 10, I will let you disguise yourself as a skeleton.
16.
You are a skeleton, well done.
Right.
You feel the urge to start singing You Are Dead. Okay. So we have a ghost tabaxi, a skeletal firbolg, Andrew and Vio. Are you doing anything special?
I'm just gonna, like, be near the back of the room, not touching the wall because of spider webs, but like not embracing the
Yep.
crypt mood.
Okay. Good. And is Andrew doing anything in particular as you all make your way in?
I think I'm probably gonna hang back with Violette, or
Yep. I believe it's Violette, Vio for short.
okay,
Yes.
Vio. Yeah, I'm gonna chill with Vio.
Possibly Violette no for long. Okay, would you all like to be stealthy, or would you like to just go marching in there?
Yeah, I can be stealthy.
Okay, anyone who wants to be stealthy, and I suggest if one of you is stealthy, you all try to be stealthy, just for making it easier. Could everyone who wants to sneak roll me a stealth check, please? Okay.
Ooh, 25.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Oh God.
Bobbee, for all intents and purposes, is a ghost. The rest of you are having trouble seeing him. Anthony and, oh god, Violette, you two, it's a good thing you two are in the back. You two are making quite a lot of noise.
Okay.
And, is that 16 your stealth roll, Dan? No, that 16 was your disguise roll, wasn't it? Oh, Dan is muted.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I was getting in character. I was getting firbolg pizza as opposed to meal pizza.
Very good. Do you want to roll stealth?
Yes.
Roll better than Kayla and Anthony.
D20. 9.
That is slightly better than Kayla and Anthony.
3.
Do you
It's
have
better
a
than both of us combined.
That's 12 with modifier.
12? Okay.
I don't know why I have such high stealth. Like.
Well, you are a skeleton at the moment.
I guess.
So you are not terribly. You're not terribly stealthy. You're decent, but here's the thing: you're a skeleton right now, so any other skeletons would not really, be particularly surprised to see you there. C is a ghost. Bobbee is a ghost. No one can see him. Vio and Andrew, you two, with your powers combined, knock into a collection of urns that you did not see there. They were not there a second ago. It's
my
almost
God.
as if the powers that be placed them in front of you because you rolled a 2. So they clatter and crash and break, and that causes a big noise. And
I'm just gonna loudly say I'm sorry.
Me and C back away and pretend we don't know them.
Yeah, we're not with them. So, yeah, you two are still kind of stealthed and not drawing attention to yourself, but the other two, yeah, you're going to hear a slight commotion of sort of clattering, the sound of bone on stone, basically. A little some sort of bone creaking, some the sound of weapons clinking, and
Sorry, that just made me think of that SpongeBob episode with the slinging slasher or whatever it was.
oh no. But you
I
can
literally just tweeted something where like every moment that happens, that reminds me of a SpongeBob episode.
oh dear. I am going to say yeah, I think no, this is your first session. I'm not going to give them a surprise attack on you, but you are entering into combat. So I would like all of you to roll
All of us?
initiative. All of you, but Dan and C can I'm going to give Dan and C advantage on theirs if they decide to engage in the combat. Yeah, sorry, Dan and C, it's up to you whether or not you engage in combat. They won't attack you unless that you attack them first. They're focusing on the two people who made the noise, so you can either be in the combat with advantage or sneak off and try and find the kitten.
Yeah, I do the second.
Okay.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, don't join the idiots into battle.
Okay, well, we'll switch over to Bobbee and the ranger in a bit. So, do we have initiative rolls for Violette and Andrew? Okay, that's a 15 for you. And a 19 for you. Awesome. Do you know what? I don't think the skeletons are going to roll higher than that, so you two can go first. I'm going to say that 4 skeletons shamble into view.
Oh boy.
2 of them have swords, 2 of
Eldritch
them...
Blast.
Sorry? Eldritch Blast.
El-
Wait,
Eldritch
none
Blast.
of you... Does Violette have Eldritch Blast?
She does not.
Oh well. Anyway, Andrew, you're going first. There are 4 skeletons. 2 have swords. 1 has a 2 have swords and 2 have longbows.
Oh man. I guess I'm going for the ones with the swords.
Okay. So this is our first combat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me pull up your character sheet.
This is gonna be fun for me.
This is going to be fun for me too. Combat is not my strong suit, but I thought to have the full experience I should at least throw in a few skeletons.
That's valid.
I'm going to need you to equip one of your weapons. So, if you can, go into edit your sheet
Okay.
and go to your equipment. And do you have weapons in your equipment?
No, I was left with just a large sum of gold instead.
Bruh.
Could you?
Can he like not officially but like low key borrow one of my daggers if nothing else?
I'm gonna say, wait, didn't you say you had, from your backstory, wait.
Oh, yeah. I do have a bomb.
you
A
do-
bomb in an alleyway, basically.
But I think that's too overkill right now.
You will bring it down on us.
Would you be so kind? You can keep your starting gold, but go ahead and oh my god,
I could always do melee.
you could.
Yeah,
You
freaking
can
punch a
also.
skeleton,
Everyone
not a
has
bum.
unarmed strike. If you want to punch a skeleton, you can totally do that.
I mean, if Vio's not gonna give me a dagger, then yeah, I figure they're scallies. They're scallingtons.
Oh my god.
I
Punch
can't.
the skeleton in the skull already. Do it.
Yeah.
I will also.
so-
I will let Violette toss you a dagger. I will let you have that for free.
Okay, then I'll take the dagger and then use that.
Okay, let me just look up what damage a dagger does. My apologies for not knowing more about weapons.
This thing says to hit +4 and then damage is 1d4.
It's going to be to hit +4 for you. No,
Oh, okay.
Wait, hang
I'm
on.
out here not knowing these things.
Wait, what's your damage for the dagger?
The damage is D4 plus 2.
Don't oxbots just like 1d8 or something?
Daggers are quite low damage things though, and it's also possible that they kind of tweaked the rules a bit to make combat a bit more effective. But I'll stick with this for now. No, yeah, go ahead.
You can always just like make up yourself, like if you don't know how much damage, you could just sort of have an educated guess or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna say roll to hit +4, and we'll see if you hit the Skelly's AC.
Okay, I was just comparing it to my unarmed strike, which is it says damage of 3. That's why.
Bro, you're so much stronger than me. My damage on unarmed strike is 1.
Yeah, unarmed strike damage is based on your strength and also your level. You all are level 1, so you're like, unless you're a monk, you're going to be doing quite low unarmed strike damage.
Oh well, it says 3, but okay, I'll do dagger anyway because I already have it.
Okay, so roll to hit first, please.
Roll D what?
A D20 and then add 4.
Okay, so 13.
I might not have this quite right because I'm still learning, but you know I'll keep this in mind for later. But this is how we're doing it at the moment. So that's, did you say 13?
Yes.
Fun fact: that is the exact thing you needed to hit. His armor class is 13. So you do hit. Would you be so kind as to roll damage? Oh, and I believe you add your strength modifier to that as well. So you roll the D4, and you add 2, and then you add whatever your strength mod is. Okay?
Okay, my strength mod is +2.
Okay, so that's a total of 6.
Okay.
Let me just check. Sorry, I have so many tabs.
I was just looking for like see if I could find a staff that I could equip, and I found that you can equip. There's smoke grenade. So can I throw a smoke grenade in there and let them escape?
I saw there was an antimatter rifle too.
Oh my lord.
I am
And,
putting the kibosh on antimatter rifles in this particular setting, but smoke
we
bomb.
disintegrate the skeletons.
Do you have smoke bomb in your equipment list, Dan?
Oh.
No.
Then-
I'm so sorry that I'm late.
Hello. Oh, is that you, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Hi. Okay, glad you could
Hi.
join us. We're halfway through the adventure at the moment, so after this
That's fine.
after this encounter is finished, I'll catch you up to where we are, and I will find a way to introduce your character. Sound okay?
That's fine. I'm so sorry. I was having a huge migraine and couldn't really do it.
Oh no, that's okay. That's understandable.
That's fine.
Okay, so what did we say? Yes, you have just done 6 damage on this Skelly. Let me just... Do you know what? I'm just gonna... Usually you don't let the players see what the HP is, but...
Who cares?
So Skelly 1 is currently at 7 HP.
A Skelly? You guys get invited. Skeleton is awesome.
Yep.
Yep.
It does not feel awesome. I am very scared.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. It doesn't help that the 2 party members who can stealth have kind of run off. They have a mission to complete. It's understandable, but anyway. This brings us to Violette. It is now your turn.
Okay. Okay, so I have the Ray of Frost cantrip. Can I use that? Will a cold damage work on a skeleton?
Let me double check. Yes,
If not, I have...
cold damage will work on a skeleton, yes.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay,
It doesn't have,
let's do
like,
that.
vulnerability to it, but it's not immune either, so it's all good.
You know what? I'm good with that.
So, first you want to... Oh, my goodness. How does...
Is it complex? Because if it is, I will just punch it.
No, it's not complex. I just had to double check what it was. No,
Okay.
just go ahead and roll to hit, basically. Roll to hit plus 5, it looks like.
That's a d20, right?
Yes, d20 plus 5. Plus, I think you actually roll your spellcasting proficiency as well. So you're a sorcerer, which I think means you're charisma based. So I think you also add your charisma bonus to hit.
Oh my lord.
I might be
Okay,
wrong
well,
about that.
I'm pretty sure I hit it.
But can I
if
just
nothing
say,
else.
yeah, don't worry about that. 17, you're hitting a skeleton. So, your damage looks like it's a D8 plus your spellcasting ability, so plus 3. I'm pretty sure that sorcerers are charisma based. I'll change that later if I'm wrong.
I mean, my character specifically has a lot of charisma, so like, even if it's maybe not a normal thing, it isn't my thing. So
That is the worst possible luck, getting a 1 on a D8, but that's fine.
yeah.
Can I just check, which skelly are you aiming for? I believe Anthony hit skelly number 1, who is holding a sword. There are 3 other skellies.
I'm gonna try and hit one of the ones that had like a bow and arrow or something.
Yeah, that's fine. So you rolled a 1 plus your charisma mod, so you do 4 damage on, I'm going to call him Skelly 2.
Okie dokie.
So Skelly 2 currently has, oh my god, 9 hit points. Okay.
Oh, you know, it's better than full.
It is better than full. And now the Skellies get to have their turn.
Shit.
And oh my goodness me. Okay. The Skelly with the sword that was just hit, that was just daggered by Andrew is going to aim for Andrew. First, I'll see if he hits. I wonder if it'll let me add. It does! You can add in modifiers, that's cool. That's a 9. What's your AC, Anthony? I'm guessing it's higher than that.
Probably.
My what again?
Oh, sorry,
Your
your
armor class.
armor class. So if you look in the top right hand of your character sheet, it should be right by your hit points. Actually, I think
I have 12.
12. Awesome. No, wait. Yes, that's right. So the skeleton doesn't hit you. I'm gonna say Skelly 2 uses its bow on Violette. That's a 7. I'm assuming that doesn't hit Violette's armor class.
No, I have the same as Anthony.
Cool. So I'm gonna do Skelly number 4 is another sword Skelly. He's gonna go for Violette. No. Skelly number... The remaining Skelly goes for Andrew. No. But no. Basically pulls a bow and the arrow goes really close by your neck, but it misses you. Rolls back around to Andrew. These are very ineffective skeletons. I mean, it's not their fault. They've kind of lost all their senses. They're just bones. They're doing their best.
You can let them off the hook. They are dead, after all.
What is your plus to hit? It's plus 4, isn't it?
For my unarmed strike, yeah. For the dagger, I don't know.
For the dagger, it's plus 4. Are you doing a punch or are you doing a dagger? Because you hit either way.
Oh, what was the damage for the dagger again? I'm sorry.
The dagger damage is D4 plus 2 plus your strength mod.
Okay, yeah, I'll do the dagger. I think that one's just 1 point higher than my unarmed.
Cool. So you hit. If you want to go ahead and roll your damage. Are you going for the same Skelly as before?
Yes.
Cool. Oh, come on.
Ugh.
Still, so that's 3 plus your strength mod, which, remind me?
That is mod plus 2.
Okay, so you do 5 damage. So Skelly 1 was on 7. Yeah, Skelly 2 is not looking very good. Skelly 1 is just kind of staggering and like kind of dragging his sword and starts to go, I am dead. Vio, it is your turn.
Okay, can I, like, low-key step in front of Andrew and cast Burning Hands?
You can. I can't see the notes for Burning Hands, but I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, so I just rolled to see if I
found
had
it.
it first,
Here it
right?
is.
Oh, okay, good, because I'm not here knowing things.
It was further down than I thought. Okay,
be like that
so
sometimes.
go ahead and I think that might be an auto hit. Hold up. It's not saying. Yeah, I think that just hits automatically.
Okay.
So roll 3d6, and again, if I'm wrong, I'll change it later. Roll 3d6 plus your charisma, please.
Is there a way to roll 3 of them at once, or is it just I just do it 3 times?
I think if you type, hang on, I'm just gonna check the dice code. It should just be a matter of doing 3d6 plus. Yeah, it does it. It's fine. So just type the code I just typed, basically.
Okay.
Your charisma is +3, right?
Let me
Yeah.
check. I'm so glad that you can see it because you're way faster than I am.
It's only because
When-
I've had some practice.
When this fight is over, can me and C just like outside the crypt on the picnic blanket with the cat just waiting?
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Rule of funny, yeah, I'm probably gonna let that happen.
I'd be so mad. Oh my god, I'm gonna yell at y'all when I get out. I'm gonna be like,
I have an
"You
idea.
left
I'm
me
gonna
here."
introduce myself.
Yes.
Well, I would.
As
if
soon
I
as
already
this
did all
battle's
that,
over,
I would,
Stephanie's
when,
also
when the battle's
with us
over,
having a
I'll
picnic.
switch over to all of you. Holy, that's a lot. Which skelly were you aiming for? Because
You know, I was just kind of generally aiming in that direction, and I assumed there was fire in that direction.
Let me just double check here. Wait, it's a cone. Hang on, let me just read the spell description.
Okay.
The flame ignites any flammable objects in the area. You've done 18 damage. You have skeletons in front of you. You know what? They are all incinerated.
Woo!
And they all kind of clatter to the ground. And like you think you can hear one of them go, "Aw." But the way is cleared, and when the dust settles, you can't see any sign of the ranger or Bobbee, and you suspect it's not just because they're good at stealth. I am
Could
going
I
to
check?
switch over
Oh.
to Bobbee and Dan's character. I am going to, for the sake of expediency, you found Nugget. He was in one of the crypt chambers gnawing on the bones of a skeleton who had fallen apart earlier.
Oh my god.
You sat on our picnic blanket.
Yeah, you're sat on your picnic. You found it. You found another way out. You're sitting
saw Stephanie.
outside. Nugget is still chewing on his bone, very proud of himself.
We
Switch
saw
over
Stephanie
real quick.
walking past, so we invited her to join.
Yes, well, switching back real quick to Stephanie. Now, Stephanie, you have just joined us. Would you be so kind, because you didn't get the chance to earlier, to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your character, please?
Yes. So I am. Crap, I forgot. Give me a sec. Let me get to my page.
No worries.
Madeline Hastings, and I am a impulsive and slightly naive farm girl who's really good with animals, but I want to be a musician. So I kind of, after a really heated debate with my parents, I kind of just went, I'm out of here. And yeah.
Screw
That's
you,
fine.
Mom and Dad. I'm going to go be a bard.
Yes, pretty much. And I have 3 instruments. They are drums, a lyre, and bagpipes.
Good.
Hell yeah.
You carry
I have
drums with you.
Oh, the bagpipes.
I have them arranged to be like, try to be like a one-man band thing. I have like little drum things on my knees so I can hit them with my elbows.
No.
In my hands I have the lyre, and slung over one shoulder is a bagpipe. So I'm kind of doing like,
Good. And where were you when we needed to scare off the giant vultures earlier?
Unaware, blissfully unaware, just trying to. I think I got lost, and I don't know. I ended up serenading several cows.
Maybe your farm is right next to the crypt for some reason, and you
Well,
just.
I've
heard
actually
the
got a way
commotion.
to work Stephanie in real quick. As you are one woman banding your way around, you run into Striper, who you have met before, and
Hi.
Hey, Madeline, right?
Yeah.
Good to see you. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Want to hear my new song? I called
um,
this one Joy.
I would actually love to hear that a bit later on. Always a pleasure.
I thought you were going to start going.
Listen, I've sent some people to round up some kittens that have gone missing. We've got about 3 of them back, but we've got 3 more to find. I was just on my way out to try and catch up with them. Do you want to come with?
Yes.
All right.
Kittens.
Oh, you're gonna fit in just great. And he,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm going to say that as he's walking, he says, yeah, Lurba over at the butcher's was saying that she directed them to the crypt, so I guess they're probably there.
Oh, the poor kittens are scared.
I don't know, if it's
Really
Nugget, he's
easy
probably
to
fine.
convince. All like any future enemy has to say to us is, "Can you help me find kittens?"
Yeah, and then
Crazy.
like half of the group is gone.
I
Yeah.
wasn't sure how well this quest was going to go down, but in future all my one-offs are going to be cat-based.
I also accept puppies and hamsters.
Basically, I just decided that cat herding seemed like a really good thing for running a roleplay game for some reason.
And it was.
Yep. Okay,
It's gonna
so...
be hard to herd kittens with bagpipes, but I'll do my best.
Oh boy, she's so enthusiastic, I love it. Okay, so Striper, with Madeline in tow, reaches the crypt and is slightly confused to see a picnic blanket. As Striper approaches...
food!
Cool. As
I
Striper
ran
approaches...
as far as away from her as she's too noisy.
As Striper approaches and Madeline heads for the picnic, Andrew and Violette, you come back out of the crypt, looking a little bit worse for
very
wear.
bedraggled.
And
I'm grouchy and angry and about to yell.
And you see a picnic with a little cat chewing on a bone.
Where were you two?
Where were we? Oh man, if I could tell you about the moment that I have just had. Like, why couldn't y'all have like stopped back around and helped me out? Like, I can't believe you. I thought we were friends.
were doing a job.
Bobbee, you are literally, we've known each other for how long and you abandoned me like this? I cannot believe you. Oh, no. I think not. I'm not talking to you no more.
I hand her a
why?
sandwich to try and make up.
We had an
I nuzzled
obstacle. We're
to
not-
to Dio, trying to get her to forgive me.
And I give reluctant scratches while not looking at him.
I'll pet you, but I won't like it.
She turns her face away while I keep trying to give her a sandwich to say something.
Like, sandwich? Nyeh. Sandwich?
Yeah.
Nyeh.
Yeah.
So Striper does kind of look between everyone and go, I almost hesitate to ask, but did I miss something?
No.
I take a deep breath and then just don't speak.
Listen, all of you, this is Madeline
Hi.
Hastings. She is someone else I was actually going to ask about if she wanted any work. I think she's happy to help you round up the other kittens, is that right?
Yes, kittens, oh my god.
Vio, you may be able to make a friend here.
Wait, I have a quick question. Is Madeline cute?
Sort of. She's like 18 and really tiny, and yeah, I kind of based her off of Gabrielle from Xena.
You know what? I'm gonna probably flirt with her later.
That's fine. She won't know what you're doing, but that's fine.
Mood.
Oh, bless. Okay, so, yes, Striper looks and says, oh, you found Nugget, that's great. Come here, troublemaker. And Nugget stands up, picks up his bone, and very proudly brings it over to Striper. Thanks, Nugget, you really shouldn't have. And Nugget just drops the bone in front of him and just kind of like pants like a little puppy would. And Striper just kind of leans down and ruffles Nugget on the head. And and Nuggets lets himself be picked up, although he does pick up the bone again as he's being picked up.
Pure.
Alright, thank you so much for all your help so far. If you're up to it, there's still 2 more kittens to find, Cinnamon and Risotto.
Yes. I would die for them.
I don't know them, but I want to kiss him and hug him.
Cat mood.
You two really were the right people to ask this about. Right, alright. What I can tell you about Cinnamon Risotto is that Cinnamon is quite... Actually, of all the kittens, Cinnamon and Risotto are probably quite adventurous. They may have gone a bit further afield. Probably somewhere in the forest, just because that's the environment they're most used to.
Alright, back to the forest. Let's
We
go.
go to my firbolg clan and see if they've heard anything.
That's not a bad idea, actually. I'll come back and catch up with you after I've delivered Nugget here back to Kayru and Marmalade.
We go to my firbolg clan place in the forest.
Do you guys want a traveling song?
Yes.
No, thank you.
Wah, 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 dee, 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 bum, bum, bum,
I
bum,
turn
bum.
into a cat and run away.
Well, now you have to find 3 cats.
I mean, we've already had Bobbee stuck in the tree before. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Because it's a cat, I probably am chasing it, unaware that it is my music that is chasing away.
Come
We're
back.
just running around
I
in
just want
circles.
to serenade you.
Come back, Kitten!
Oh my goodness. Okay. So you're heading towards the firbolg clan, yes?
Yeah.
Sure!
Dan, just quick question, checking with you. Is there any kind of like hierarchy structure to the firbolgs? Like, is there a clan chief or anything like that, or is
Yeah.
it all
There's a chief guy.
okay?
I'm sort of related to him, but I'm well respected. let's say.
Alrighty.
So, yeah, but I'm like within the clan, but they don't know that I frequently steal from people.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you approach the clan, and there's maybe a few firbolgs standing guard, and they look like they're about to ask you to stop. Dan, I'm assuming your character is no longer a skeleton.
No.
Yeah, okay. So they recognize you, and one of them approaches you, and she says, "Hello there. What's brought you here with all these strangers?"
I was going to say I'm looking for information, but that sounds far more serious than we're actually looking for. It sounds like we're tracking like a criminal or something when we're looking for cats, and that may have wandered into the forest, and we were wondering if anyone may have.
Oh, yeah, you were wondering about that, weren't you, mate? And she turns to look to her companion, the other guard, and he nods and says, yeah, there was, I saw a couple of them. They were, like, herring through the place like no one's business. I was thinking of maybe trying to go catch it, but it just moved so quick, and I figure, big guy like me, I just scare them off more than anything else. But, yeah, they went that way, and he kind of points.
We go the direction he's pointing.
I thank him and go for, That's very nice of you, sir.
You're welcome, sir, ma'am. Yes.
So
This particular firbolg is not particularly used to interacting with humans, and they're honorifics.
We don't. Yeah, we have no concept of formality.
Thank you, human. Okay, so
No problem!
Okay, I sniff out the next kitty and see where they are.
what was that? Sorry, C.
I sniff
Oh.
out.
Yes. Are you a cat or a tabaxi right now?
a cat.
Oh, great. So, yeah, you get +5 on your perception roll for that, I think. And I think you get advantage. But let me double check that real quick.
Yes, the cat has an advantage on wisdom perception that rely on smell.
Cool. So, yeah, roll perception with advantage.
Okay. Oof.
Oh no.
Let's have a look. Oh, no. Well, no, that's... Yeah, that's fine. So, you take the higher...
It's
You take the higher,
17.
and spoilers, the higher one is not 1. So that's a 16 plus your perception, which is 21. You immediately get the scent of
Alright.
someone who smells like the other kittens that you've come across. It leads you directly to what looks... I am so terribly sorry, but that typing is quite audible.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. But yes, it leads you directly to something that looks weirdly like a hedge maze. That doesn't seem right, to be in the forest. It's not like anyone maintains it, but I mean, yeah, there's all these shrubberies and they're arranged in a hedge shape. Weird. But yeah, you're
Can
pretty...
I climb?
Hmm?
Can I climb on top of the edge?
You can climb on top. Yeah, I'll let you do that. Roll me acrobatics, would you?
Oof, 10.
You manage it. I'll say, yeah, the DC was 10. So you're perching on top of one of the shrubs, and you can kind of get a decent view of the hedge maze. It's kind of like moving around as though it's being wafted in the breeze. But you can't see the cat you're looking for from here. You know the smell, you know from the scent that there is a cat in here, but it's hard to see from here because the cat will be quite low down, so the vision is kind of obscured unless you get higher up.
Okay, are the other ones near me? The other guys?
Oh yeah, the others can be with you. Because I'm assuming the rest of you were following the cat who was tracking down the kitten.
We let him
Okay,
go
then
towards it, and then we all ran away while he wasn't looking.
Okay, now go. No. Okay, so you're all by the hedge maze.
I nudge towards the way that I smelled the cat to let them know it's that way.
Where's the entrance to this maze?
I'm gonna say, for the sake of expediency, you're by it.
Okay. Then, I mean, let's just traipse in.
Okay. I would like you. Are you going to be trying to navigate your way through the hedge maze?
I'ma wing it.
Yep.
Does that count as navigating?
Well, if you're trying to navigate your way through, I would have said roll investigation. If you're just winging it and keeping an eye out for the kitten, roll perception.
Okay.
You can hear a kitten mewling, and you can tell that it is northwest from where you are at the moment in the maze.
I'm gonna pick up speed and just kind of keep running around trying to get to that direction.
Quick question, are all of you trying to stick together, or are you not minding so much about them splitting up?
I just try and use brute strength to break through the hedge.
Interesting. Roll me athletics, please, Dan.
Well, I am surprisingly athletic for a 9-foot giant.
The wonders of being strength-based.
6
Oh.
plus 4, 10.
10 is decent. You push a lot of the hedges out of the way. What you find is they move very easily. They don't seem to actually be rooted firmly in place. And
Bro, are these fake bushes?
they look real to you. They look and smell perfectly real. But here's the thing, is that when you push them aside, I think you probably don't see it. Is anyone following behind the firbolg?
I'm with Veal.
You're with Vio, so are you two in the lead?
if lead means, I'm still walking while he's doing that.
I'm gonna we'll maybe say that Vio and Bobbee, followed by the firbolg, followed by Madeline and Andrew. So if Anthony and Stephanie would be so kind as to roll me perception.
Sure. What dice is perception?
Oh, it's a D20 plus your perception
Okay.
modifier.
Does Andrew still have that?
Oh my
bar?
god.
We could just.
Poor
Oh,
Andrew.
Andrew.
If I have perception, I don't think I do, but let me just quick double check my character sheet.
Okay, I got 3 plus 4.
Okay, that's 7, so that's decent. We'll just have a quick see what Stephanie gets.
Why is it loading so slow? Okay, I do not have good. I don't have perception, so I'm just gonna roll and hope for the best. 16.
Yeah. Your perception is -1. Okay,
So 15.
So 15. Wait, where did? Oh, where are you rolling?
I'm using Dungeons and Dragons dice. There's an online app thing. Here.
Cool.
Um,
Okay,
this
that's
is what I
fine.
use.
That's fine. For the future ones, if you want to go ahead and pop them in the Whims of Fate chat, just so we can all see them, that would be great. But for the first one,
okay.
yeah, no worries though. We'll say we'll use your 15 for that. So I'll start with Anthony. Andrew feels like there's something really unnatural about the way the shrubs are moving, like beyond being shoved forcibly out of the way. Madeline, those shrubs are moving by themselves, and one of them seems to be legging it the hell away from Dan's character as much as one can leg it without legs.
Guys, the shrubs aren't shrubs.
Wait, are they
Am I
like
on
those?
this out of this?
Are they like those things in Breath of the Wild? The Octoroks?
I'm not familiar with those characters.
Has anyone played them? They're
I can't
like
afford to switch, my dude.
octopuses whose hair are like bushes, and then they jump out the ground and fire rocks at you because they're not actually bushes.
That's awesome, but this is I would like basically you can all hear what Madeline is saying, and you
Okay.
can, if you like, take a look at the bushes and roll. Let me just check what the skills are and which would be most appropriate. No, come back. Why would you do that? Darn thing navigating away from the page I need. I'm gonna say roll either nature or arcana. Just let me know which one you're rolling.
Me too.
Everyone is welcome
okay.
to do that.
I'm gonna roll nature then.
I'll roll Arcana.
Okay.
What are my abilities when I am cat form?
You're
Is
a cat
everything
right
zero?
now.
Is everything zero besides perception and stuff?
No. They are mostly the same. Sorry, it's a teensy bit complicated, but if you're rolling, perception and arcana are sort of mental-based skills. No, sorry. Nature and arcana are mental-based skills, so they don't change. So your how you have the skills you have in arcana and nature as a tabaxi, you also have as a bobcat.
Okay.
What are we rolling here, by the way?
Either nature or arcana.
Mine is nature.
Okay.
I got a 20.
Oh, mine's +2 for like both of them, so like 3 +2, 5.
Bless me.
Gesundheit. Okay, let me just roll call through everyone to see what they got. So, Violette, what did you roll and what did you get?
8. I rolled Arcana and I got an 18.
18 in arcana. Okay. Stephanie?
I use nature and I rolled a 12, but -1 intelligence I think is 11.
Okay, 11 nature. Anthony?
I got 12 flat in nature.
In nature. C?
20 in nature.
Nice.
Cool.
And Dan?
5 in nature.
Oh, you're just kind of busy pushing all the plants out of the way. Have I called everyone's name out? Okay, so now it was, oh dear lord, Anthony, you were the one who said you got 20 in nature, right? No.
No, that was C.
I was.
C got 20 in nature, thank you. C, these plants are not, they're like you, they're awakened.
Oh, but they're plants.
They're awakened plants. Yeah. And, Violette, from your magical knowledge, like, from what you've picked up, yeah, these plants are infused with, like, some kind of magical energy. They have been given sentience, and they are intelligent, and they can move around. And you have heard of these before, but you've never actually encountered them. But
Can-
yeah, they are moving.
Can I sense their intention, like if they're hostile or not?
Interesting. Roll me insight, please.
Insight.
Yes, and that's the same as when you're a tabaxi.
Oof. Okay. It's only a 7.
You can't really tell. They're plants, they're hard to read.
If I were to ask the bushes where the cat is, do you think they would help me out?
I don't know. The only way to find out is to ask, I guess.
All right. Hey, bushes. Y'all know where the cat be at?
Okay, let me pull up the bushes stat sheet. They kind of rustle around, and you hear a very faint little high-pitched giggling.
Okay, you're precious. I'm still looking for a cat, though, so, like, if we could stay on task here.
You can... There's some rustling from inside one of the shrubs that you're talking to, and from within it pokes out a teeny little head. It's a little, and arms. It's a little humanoid who is clearly hiding inside the awakened shrub.
Hello.
You're looking for a cat?
I am.
We saw a cat.
Where at?
She was moving quite quickly. Oh wait, hang on, was it he or she?
Oh, I don't. That's a you question.
He was moving quite quickly.
In any direction? Give me some sort of guidance?
I mean, he was running around in the hedge maze, and the hedge maze, I don't know if you noticed, keeps changing, so it's a little hard to tell. But if I were you, I would try to get up high and call him. He's a very obedient cat. He doesn't really listen to us so much because we're tiny and he just keeps trying to swat us, but we have this feeling about him.
Okay, that's valid. Thank you. Can someone climb on top of the firbolg?
I do it without even blinking.
Try and climb up on him.
Who-
And if I
folks,
fall,
what can we
then-
see?
Oh my goodness. Who's climbing up on... Are you asking him first?
Yes.
Poor long-suffering firbolg character.
I try to climb at the same time, and I just end up fumbling with Madeline.
His name should just be Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Stephanie, roll me... Oh god, acrobatics maybe, or...
Yes, that would be -1.
Oh boy.
19 -1 is an 18, so yay.
Cool.
And that's good because I thought that if I was gonna fall, I'd land on my bagpipes. I think I've just created the loudest character known to man.
Good. From up there, if you want to go ahead, you can... What they said was, like, from there, you can kind of try and call the cat to you. So, if the rest of you kind of make cat come here please friendly noises, the cat will have both both have a visual and an auditory indication of where to go.
I'm a cat, so I will just tell him to come to me.
Excellent.
I will just shout.
Just say, "Come in this direction." You can look for the bard on top of the firbolg.
What's his name?
We have. I mean, unless he's taking Dwayne the Rock Johnson, he doesn't have one.
I'll be Dwayne from now on.
You find that there's one of the pixies that was hiding in the shrubbery is now sitting on your shoulder, Dan, and she's just kind of nodding and says,
I like Dwayne personally.
Okay. Dwayne it is.
I get distracted and try to catch the pixie.
Again! Every time!
Are you the one I'm on top of?
Dan's character is the one you're on top of, so no, not C.
Oh, okay.
So, but you're saying come here, and after a little while of trying to catch pixies who are not having any of this, a small little kitten, bigger than his siblings, but still small because kitten. It's a white kitten with little brown speckles, and he kind of comes prowling forwards and eventually rubs up against Dwayne's leg as if to say, "I found you."
I'm in love.
Oh my god.
I jump off and then
the
immediately try and nuzzle the cat.
He's slightly startled at this love bomb. You hear calling in the distance, adventurers, your clan said that you headed this way. Where are you?
Why doesn't he come with us? He's always around us, but
Because he's taking the kittens back.
He can't just hold all of the kittens in his hand.
why
I mean, it
not?
would be amazing, but it would not be
I
ideal.
would love to.
And Bobbee is no sheepdog.
Okay, and basically,
I had a
Just
sheepdog
because I don't
once.
want to.
there's also the fact that Marmalade is worried about her kittens and wants them back as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
valid.
yeah.
And also, do you really want an NPC babysitting you for the entire adventure?
Oh, no, because he'd probably be like, "Stop being so stupid," and I'd be like, "Watch me though."
Okay, so are you? If you ask nicely, basically the awakened shrubbery will grudgingly step aside to let you back out of the maze. So,
I'm gonna say thank you every bush we
Punch
crush
the
the paths.
shrubbery.
some
Yeah.
of what
Thank
did-
you, tiny people.
Oh my god!
You get some when you sort of thank the shrubbery, you do get some sort of appreciative rustlings, as if they're
I'll
kind of
take
like quite pleased with themselves.
Oh, this idiot human's thanking me. I didn't even do anything.
You hear one of the pixies shout,
Try and keep your cats out of the maze from now on. They shed like no one. Shed like no one's business.
It's true. It's a valid criticism.
Striper scoops up risotto. Alright, there's only one left after this one, Cinnamon. Do you want me to come with you, or shall I just get risotto back to his mother?
I mean, I don't think we have a lead on where Cinnamon is at right now. So you should just take Risotto back to Marmalade.
Alright.
And we'll wing it over here.
Well, when you find Cinnamon, come back to meet us in the alley. If you're gone for long, I'll come out and find you.
Okie dokie.
He just nods and heads off with Risotto purring like a motor engine in his arms.
Precious. Oh, I love.
Okay, you have one kitten remaining, and you do recall that Dwayne's guard friend did say that he saw 2 kittens heading into the forest. So the
I'm an
second
idiot.
one shouldn't be too far away.
Dwayne
Can we
the
look for
Rock
food?
Firbolg.
I'm sorry, I heard 2 of you speaking at once. What was that?
Go ahead then.
Oh, I was just joking, saying that my name is Dwayne the Rock Firbolg.
Good.
I love it.
Excellent. And
I can sniff again.
sure. And Anthony, were you saying anything as well?
Oh, I was gonna say, could we check for footprints again?
Yeah, Anthony, roll investigation. C, roll perception. With your bonus from being a cat.
Oh my god.
Oh, and C, you get advantage. And you know what, Anthony, you've been having a hard time. I'm going to give you advantage on your roll as well at this point. So go ahead and roll that again.
I mean, I guess as an amnesiac, maybe investigation is hard to pick up again.
Maybe.
I've such a high wisdom though. It's just the dice are killing me.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
thank
better.
Oh, that's
There we
good.
go.
Alright, so between the 2 of you, you do find actually a set of tiny little footprints in, because the forest was quite rained on during the storm and the ground hasn't really dried yet, so it's a bit muddy. So you do see some little footprints and you do smell the remaining kitten. What you also see and smell, Andrew, when you're looking at the footprints, if you follow them, you see that after a while, there's other footprints there too, much bigger footprints. And see, you can smell something else, another animal that's...
Bro, let's run in. It might be in danger. Let's go. I just break out into a run.
Okay, I follow it.
Okay.
I also follow.
Then I would like... Oh, how do I want to do this? Are you looking out for this animal and also Cinnamon?
I mean,
mean,
I'm just running.
You're just
Going
running.
where the people are running to because I don't like being alone.
Fair enough.
I know
Anyone?
it's another.
Anyone?
I know it's another animal, so I'm
Yeah.
being careful.
Yeah. Anyone who wants to, at this point, can roll perception to see if they can see what they're coming up on.
Sure.
So, should I roll again?
You may. Yes, but it's not smell based this time.
Okay, still 16.
Okay. No luck for Stephanie. C, you can see some things. Is anyone else fancying rolling perception, or are we good?
I will.
There it goes. Very nice. Okay, so Vio and Bobbee, you need to stop up quite short, Vio, because you are about to run into a very large mass of fur that it is... I need to check my notes again. A giant badger. And as soon as you all crash into the clearing that is kind of leading up to the badger's den, or the badger's set, I can't remember which one it is, the badger immediately takes up a defensive stance and snarls at you.
Okay, I'm gonna hold up my hands and be like, bro, look, we don't have to be like this. I'm just here for a kitten,
Handle
and I'll be
animal.
out of your hair, your fur. I mean, I know, but like, I'm trying.
Can I try to not talk with the badger, but sign
You kind of want to-
friendly?
You kind of want to communicate with the badger.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
need
want.
both of you to handle animal, I think.
Okay.
I have excellent animal handling, so what I can do is try and calm down the badger with my lyre and soft speaking.
Yep, okay, so your bard is doing that, and is actually being quite subtle about her. So, sorry, Madeline
Hey,
is
Badger,
is
how's
is
it going?
is kind of using calming music to calm down the badger, so I'm going to say that situational thing gives you both advantage to your animal handling rolls.
Okay, we need it.
Hey, Badger, it's okay.
Bobbee is not having a good day. He does not know how to commune with this badger. Vio, you're kind of you've got your hands up in a kind of supplicant gesture, and you're basically sort of saying, hey, just calm down, I need to look for this cat. And the badger sort of lowers its hackles a bit when it's obvious that you're not there to attack her, but she's very much still. She's not going to attack you. Is the impression you're getting? She's not looking ready to start, hacking into you, but she is still looking very much on guard, and she kind of glances around uncertainly at all of you.
I offer her a sandwich as a token of friendship.
She sniffs it. What kind of sandwich is it?
Jam. Because everyone likes jam.
Oh my god.
She kind of licks it, decides she likes the jam, pries the bread apart, and licks a bit of the jam off, but then she picks up the piece of bread with the jam on it and takes it to the entrance of her set and sets it down. And you can hear some rustling as if something else is coming out of the set, but very protectively she kind of stands between the rest of you and the set entrance, because she's like, I don't know what you're going to try and do to the little thing I've got in here.
I think the badger has kids.
The badger has the kitty. As a
No,
kid.
has kids like
Yeah.
babies, baby
Oh,
badgers.
yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, but I think she also has the kitten as a child.
You can hear rustling, but you can't see inside the set.
Can I smell-
Meowing. That's a surefire win.
Perception. Anyone who wants to roll it.
Okay, I'll roll.
Can I call out to the kitty?
You can. Yeah, you're in cat form
And I-
right now, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, I definitely.
His name is Risotto, right?
You've got risotto, you're looking for cinnamon.
Or Cinnamon. Then I call out his name.
And you hear a female kitten calling back, hello?
I try very hard
so-
not to squee to scare the badger. It's taking all of my power.
The badger cocks her head to one side, as if confused as to why her baby is suddenly meowing.
I tell Cinnamon to come out and come towards me so that I can bring her to her mother.
Is it safe?
Yes, I'm a
Define safe.
friend.
There
I'm
were
a friend
loud
of your mother.
noises. I ran away from the loud noises, and Big Mama is looking after me until I can find Small Mama.
That's so pure.
I know.
We found your small mama, and she's looking for you.
And there's no loud noises.
No, we got rid of the notice.
I have a possible solution. What
You
if
have
we
no
bring?
notice. You should go far away from me. I'm sorry, go on.
I don't play my bagpipes all the time. What if this? I say this to the group. What if we bring the badger and the kitten to the cat?
And I'm going to say you can hear that there is the amount of snuffling you can hear. You think there's probably baby badgers in there as well. So what probably happened is Mama Badger found another small furry thing and went, well, I'll look after this one too.
Another badger.
It's a weird looking badger, but she's out here by herself.
Can we make friends with it and then just bring all of the badgers and the cat with us? So we can have all of the badgers as pets.
What are we gonna do with a bunch of badgers?
It's okay, I'm a
Pet
Hufflepuff.
them.
I got this.
I'll put them in my bagpipes and keep them warm, and then deliver them to wherever they need to be delivered.
We all have our own pet badger. We all have a baby pet badger.
I'm
figured
gonna say anyone who's considering this to roll nature.
to take all the badgers, right?
No.
Oh.
To gain information about taking the badgers.
Oh
Where's
Okay.
no!
range? +1. Okay.
I'm rolling what?
Nature.
Nature? Okay.
I really wanted a badger.
Wow, Anthony.
Oh god, Anthony rolled a nat 20. Oh, I might need to. Okay. So, I wasn't going to, but here's the deal. So,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
the badger can kind of like from those of you who rolled a 15 or above, you kind of thinking, generally speaking, badgers are wild animals. They're better off being in the wild and not being domesticated. However, as she realizes that you there are friends and has gathered from context clues that you're there to collect the small meowing badger that she's quite confused about what it is but has been looking after anyway, she gently
Meowing
moves to the
badger.
side as Cinnamon, who is a, I want to say, what colour are you, Cinnamon? She is a russet tabby, so kind of reddish brown. She's kind of pushing her way out past Mama Badger, and one of the little baby giant badger cubs is following her. And they basically, Cinnamon comes over to Bobbee, and the little badger cub is following his new kitten friend. And these are quite like they're old enough to be to the point where they don't have to be with their mother anymore. So he is looking up at Bobbee, and then he looks up around at the rest of you, and he is just fascinated by, oh my gosh, there are loads of other animals that don't look like me. This is fascinating. And he is going to come over to Andrew and start chewing on his shoe.
I pet him and play with him as I would a puppy.
This is the most pure campaign I've ever been part of.
Thank you very much. I try. I'm only letting this happen because it was a nat 20. I can't ignore the dice gods like that. So the mama badger does come over, and she affectionately licks Cinnamon and licks her baby badger cub, and she looks very intensely at Andrew and tries to get a read on him, and she sniffs him. And how is Andrew reacting? Is he still like playing with the badger cub?
He's very happy playing with it and like kind of very welcoming to the mother as well.
The mother, after some hard deliberation, just kind of snorts out like long, deep, hard breath through her nose, as if kind of a grunt
Like a
a grunt of confirmation, and then quickly licks you on the nose. And you get the sense of her being, okay, I trust you to look after him. Don't screw this up.
I am the happiest I've ever been.
I try to pet the mother because she looks very cute and she's Andrew, and I can't resist.
She's friends with you guys now. She looks a little bit like, I'm not some cat, but she allows it. She's like, okay then, it's all right. It feels quite nice. It's okay.
I pick Cinnamon up with my mouth like you would a kitty, and I bring her outside, looking for what was his name?
Striper.
Oh, Striper. Striper, because you only had one kitten left to get, Striper was like, okay, when you have the kitten, you just come back to find us. He was only going to come and get you if you were a long time.
Okay. Then I'm waiting with the kitty outside the den.
But yeah, you have retrieved the last kitten, and you are more than welcome to head back into town with your new badger friend.
He needs a name.
He does need a name. Now you have to name 2 people this campaign.
I have a name, but I'm saving it for when I have
Fair.
I want to call my own pet Brendan
Brendan what?
Brendan Fraser.
Good.
Because I'm Dwayne the Rock. He was the
What
Scorpion
about
King in the Mummy.
what about Badger Fraser?
Yeah, I haven't seen them in so long.
Good. That's very sweet.
What about Badger Fraser?
Badger Fraser.
Oh no. Well, you can have a think about that. But yes, I take it you will head back into Ennisford.
Yeah.
The mother badger kind of watches you go, and you can see all the other babies kind of peeking out, going, "Ooh, stuff." And your badger cub friend is gonna say goodbye to his family, and you kind of get the impression he'll want to visit sometimes, but yeah, he's like, "I'm gonna go and be an adventurer." Okay, so you all head back to Ennisford and approach. You go back to the alley, and you can see that Striper is there, and sitting behind him is Kayru, and she has Marmalade, the mother cat, on her lap, and the 5 kittens that you've gathered are all kind of piled on top of her, and they're all kind of purring happily, and Marmalade looks a lot happier, but also slightly concerned, because she's still missing one. And as you approach, Striper just kind of grins real big and says, "Oh, you found her, and okay, we didn't lose that one." And he points at the badger cub that is with Andrew.
Okay, I have cinnamon in my mouth right now, so
Yeah.
I put him down and push him with my nose.
Yeah, it's she, but yeah, Cinnamon.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
She runs over, like scampers over to her mother, and you can, as you're a cat, you can hear her going, "Small mama," and Marmalade kind of going, "Huh? Small? I'm bigger than you." "Yeah, but you're smaller than Big Mama." The what?
Can Big Mama and Small Mama raise the badgers and the kittens together?
I'm gonna say that, Bobbee, you can hear Cinnamon chattering away to her mother about the new friends she'd made. And I think it's definitely a possibility that the cat family may go and visit the badger family sometime.
Okay, I would like to revisit the question from the beginning of the call,
Yes.
which is, can I have one of the kittens?
The
And like I know that they're young.
You have me.
Okay, so
basically,
but
to
like,
I
answer
look
this
annoyed.
to answer this
They're
question,
offended.
But, like,
Striper is going to pull you all over to one side. So listen, obviously I know that there's not much I can give you in form of payment for this, but I was talking to Kayru, and some of these kittens are going to need homes in a bit when they get older. Would any of you be interested in taking any of the kittens off our hands?
I want Nugget.
Yes.
I want Nugget very specifically.
That's great. Nugget seems to like you all a lot, so that's.
Can I also request that if the badger is called Big Mama, that she's known as Eddie Murphy from now?
I am offended that
I will take that
Theo is
under
not.
it. Sorry, what was that?
Bobbee, you're an equal. It's different. Nugget will be a pet, but you are an equal.
I snort in.
I will still give you pets.
The tabaxi don't see it like that.
Striper just kind of looks back and forth between them and just kind of looks down at Bobbee and says, "You know she has 2 hands, right? She can pet two creatures at once."
I turn into a tabaxi.
That was-
Yeah, I want both hands.
He just kind of stares up at you and is like, "Okay then."
I grab one of the cats and then put it in my sizable coat jackets It's
Well,
like
Can't just really
Hagrid's
steal them.
coat.
They're still too young to be away from their mom.
yeah, what Striper
Oh, are
said
they?
is that when they are older and ready to go to new
Oh,
homes.
I thought it was now. Okay.
But yeah, basically come back
I-
sometime.
You like sheepishly pull it out of your pocket, put it
Yeah, I
back.
cry. And
I will lay my hand down, and whichever kitten comes to me first, that's the one that I will come back and get when they are older.
It's gonna be C.
Congratulations, you've adopted Bobbee because he is feeling spurned by his other friend.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not picky.
Oh no.
I
Okay.
ran away from her.
What are the names of the cats again? I can
So
remember
we have
risotto and cinnamon.
Chickpea, the one you found in the tree, who is white with orange splotches and female. You have
Right.
Risotto, who is white with brown speckles, and he is the one you found in the hedge maze.
Yeah.
You have Basil, who is the first little kitten you found. He is the small brown tabby that was hiding from the vultures. Muesli is the light tan kitten, and she was inside the boat shed being guarded by Hush, the Sphinx. Cinnamon is the russet tabby who you just brought back from the badger. And Nugget, of course, has been claimed. He is the little brown cat with the white belly who thinks he's a dog.
I would like to claim Basil because I think Basil and Dwayne sounds like a sitcom comedy duo or something.
Absolutely.
I want the one that was with the badgers.
You want Cinnamon?
Yes.
Okay, so far, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Andrew already has a badger cub, so he's good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
So good.
But
Nugget
I don't think
Nugget is going to Violette. Cinnamon is going to Madeline. Basil is going to
Dwayne the Rock.
Dwayne. Thank you. And Bobbee, would you like a little kitten friend, or are you okay just being a cat and getting all the pets for yourself?
No, thank you. Nugget is already than I would like.
Like, too many other cats. Okay, and that means that Chickpea and Risotto and Muesli will be staying with their mother. But I mean, everyone's staying with their mother for now until they're old enough. But you have basically called dibs on those three.
I don't think
So happy.
when Dali wrote this that you expected us all to be claiming the animals.
I was thinking it might be a nice option to say maybe one of the kittens, takes a liking to them and they might be able to adopt one. I'm like, oh, they all want one, okay. That means I'm doing my job right, I think. I hope.
We're simple people.
We have
If
simple
there was only
wants,
one.
and those wants
If it's
are
small-
kittens.
Hey, we want
I mean,
it.
I mean, I approve.
If it was for me, I'd take them all, but Bobbee is another character, so...
It's
Absolutely
really
fair.
There would be a lot of it would be a good be having custody battles, take each other to the Emmys for the court
Oh my god.
to settle who gets custody of the kid.
I would
Bobbee
also-
acts...
I would also like to say, I don't know if anyone noticed this, it's a very, very subtle reference I tried to put in, but as soon as I thought I'm going to make this particular one-off about cat herding, I thought about one of the most recent Show of the Weekends, in which Luke was asking Ellen to think of a cat food name that didn't sound good.
Yes.
And I was
Yes,
thinking,
I remembered.
food names are excellent for cats. I'm going to name all
Really are.
these cats after food, and that is why.
I was
All the cats. I
Same
thought
thing.
that this group might appreciate it.
I
Yes.
love it.
I thought about it. Anyway,
I blame
Bob-
Ellen and Luke.
I expect
Bobbee-
that if you're doing Show of the Weekend references, that the next one will involve penguin.
This one is so pure. I feel so sorry for whoever's going to be in my campaign.
Oh
I'm
god.
trying to make it as nightmarish as possible.
That's amazing, and I would
Yay.
also like to say, who's to say that this isn't going to get really bad really quickly? Start you off light and light-hearted and fluffy, and oh, then I'll kill you later.
We already nearly sacrificed Kayla
I would like to go to the store and outfit my badger with battle armor.
It's a baby badger. You can get him some, I'll say, oh god, leather armor sounds...
Yeah,
Yeah.
some adjustable leather armor.
I'll get,
is
you
fine.
can get him some leather armor, I'll let that happen.
I have an idea. What if I give the little kitten bassinets on their little paws?
What's a bassinet again?
We will be the best band ever. No band ever has a cat.
Please,
Oh
please,
my
no.
Oh my god, we're incorporating the cat into the act. This is amazing. But yeah, this...
Just
Go ahead.
for the record, Bobbee acts tough in front of Vio, but when he's alone, he goes back to Marmalade and helps helps raise the children
Oh, my heart.
because he likes them all,
They
including Nugget.
swarm all over you, and Marmalade is very appreciative of your help.
Can I give Marmalade some extra pets?
You can.
Yeah.
This is basically, you found all the cats now. What we have now is Cat Petting Simulator 2018.
Are you role-playing? Are you a furry?
Someone in the background came into you petting cats, didn't they?
Yes, that is my brother.
Kayla's
I love
brother,
that picture.
it's fine. They just found a bunch of kittens. It's all very pure.
I'm not a furry, okay?
Better not be.
I mean, do we know for sure?
Yes, we do know for sure.
Basically, you check your head, and if you don't have cat ears, you're not furry.
Okay. Oh my god. My headphones have ears.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but it's fine. But
Are you
yes.
sure?
But
The
yes.
second you have ears on anything, it's like, well, gotta get my first ear.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You basically, it's very, very, very steep slope. You start, you can't stop. But yes, anyway.
I probably need to buy some weapons.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, basically, this is what I had. This is all I had planned for the one shot. You all did admirably. I'm really happy with how that went. I'm loving all your characters. Striper expresses his appreciation, and we'll probably catch up with you all later because the storm's currently about to, roll back in. So they're gonna go and get somewhere. They're gonna go get Marmalade and her babies inside somewhere safe and warm.
Okay.
And that's basically it for now. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
This was
absolutely.
beautiful. I loved it.
Oh, I'm so glad. I was very nervous.
Yeah.
But I had so much fun, and I'm really pleased with how that went. And just thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to flex my DMing muscles, and I hope, schedules permitting, we can do this again soon sometime.
I hope so too.
Okay,
Yeah, same.
Letting me flex my
your player muscles.
Tomorrow is gonna be
Firbolg
very
muscles.
interesting.
I can't wait to hear how yours goes, Stephanie.
Because one, I have no idea what I'm doing, and two, I'm hoping to create it on nightmares.
Oh my god.
It's great
Is
to
anyone
have both
streaming
ends of the
that?
spectrum, isn't it? Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, and take care.